the MPAA congratulates Trump. Now, the MPAA is the organization that rates movies. So, you go to the ratings board, they watch your film, they say, well, this is an R because of, and they list reasons, or we cannot give this. If you want a PG-13, well, it's more of an R, but there's excessive blood here or whatever. I dealt with, if you would put the story up, I personally dealt with the MPAA when my big fat independent movie, which, quick announcement, is going to come out next year. We're doing a 20th anniversary premiere and Blu-ray release party probably in April. TBD, but our film had problems because our marketing material was rated like we couldn't use it because we had guns in our movie poster. But in any case, I've dealt with the organization. I'll just say they were great to deal with. They were very honest, no BS. And the reason to get rated is so that you can be in the commercial marketplace. That is movie theaters and shelves in things like Best Buy. Although Best Buy then, now no more. But let's take a look at this from Variety.
All right, from Variety, Motion Picture Association congratulates Trump, looks forward to working on Hollywood issues. The Motion Picture Association, which represents 7 major entertainment studios, congratulated Donald Trump on Wednesday on his victory in the presidential race. In a statement, the Hollywood Trade Group also congratulated the incoming Congress as Republicans look to control the Senate and said it looked forward to working on issues affecting the industry. We look forward to working with them on a wide range of important issues for film, television, and streaming media, which supports more than 2.7 million American jobs, boosts more than 250,000 businesses in cities and small towns across the country, and delivers over $242 billion in wages to our workforce each year. We commend everyone who worked this year to ensure fair elections and preserve our nation's legitimate democratic processes.
What is your take on this?
They are covering their bases, and they're just saying, look, no hard feelings. I know we didn't vote for you, but let's work together anyways.
I say if Trump is a good negotiator, and we know he is, I would use that. Can you dial down the rhetoric? You don't need to say I'm the greatest person ever, but how about don't say I'm a Yahtzee? I mean, it is disgusting because I see it's affected my group of friends. I have you've known me for what, 8 years, Alan?
Yeah.
Maybe longer when we first met. I've got my friend group is all over the place. A lot of people, they have a friend group that is kind of the same. My friends are like, I have friends that are into horror. I have friends that are into politics. I have friends that don't care about politics. I have friends that are super uber nerdy. I have friends that are goth. I have friends that are metal. And I'm this sort of average looking dude, whatever. And they're just all over the map. So fine. But I've seen my friend group like get into spats over, well, that Trump is evil.
Mm-hmm.
It's the rhetoric has to come down, but it starts with the thing is this, the way I look at stuff, I can't change other people. I can't. I can only change myself. I can only, lead by example. And I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to vilify, half the country or parts of my friends. It's like, I get their reasons and it's okay. And I think empathy is really the best thing. Just, just some level of understanding. And I also think, God, look at movies like Top Gun Maverick or other films that have done well. The films that have done the best are ones that just kind of avoid politics altogether. I don't know. What do you think?
In the case of Maverick, there was a very pro-America sentiment to it as well.
I miss that. There's been so much anti-American rhetoric and movements, and I am not anti-American. And now I'm in favor of fixing aspects of America. Maybe let's get the drugs out. Maybe let's help our fellow citizens and East Palestine or Hawaii. I mean,
Or the homeless.
I'd like my money to go to my fellow Americans. I'm behind it. I'm all for it. Let's go. But a lot of it is just we've been so deprioritized fellow Americans and vilified fellow Americans. I'm not in favor of it. No way.
All right. Now I'll give you an example of why this story is interesting, and why the motion picture is sort of sidling themselves up to Trump. But during his first term, he actually worked with the music industry and was able to negotiate what was called the Music Modernization Act in 2018, and that was a way to kind of bring fairness to the royalties process. To kind of close a lot of loopholes that occurred with artists, writers, and their royalty situation. And I will say this, of the people that I know in the music industry, those who really hate Donald Trump, they thought that he negotiated their deal. And they were very appreciative of the Music Modernization Act. And so I think, as much as, people say, Trump is a dictator and wants to do, this and that. He proved in that first term that he could actually come up with a fair deal that benefits not just the people who voted for him and supported him, gave him money, but for the entertainment industry in general. And I think that's what the MPAA is going for here, is to say, hey, look, you won, and I think we could work with you. And I hope that's what this stems from.